good afternoon, good morning, whatever you want to call it, midday. The Georgetown Eagles back in action here. We'll take on the Vandegrift Vipers as they were victorious in their first match here on bracket day of the Georgetown Leander Classic. We're in the gold bracket. Vandegrift dispatched the Gateway Gators in their first matchup after Georgetown dispatched the Leander Lions 25-17 in both sets to advance to the winner's bracket. Here in a semifinal matchup, the winner of this one will go to the championship and face the winner of Lavernia and Salado at 2 p.m. for the gold bracket championship. And so Georgetown comes in 8-0 on the year, still have yet to lose a set, and this will probably by far be the toughest competition they'll face, a Vandegrift team that comes in 6-2 on the year, and they are a team out of 6A, Region 4, District 25, and what a district they have. Vista Ridge, Round Rock, Cedar Ridge, Stony Point, Hutto, Westwood, Manor, and McNeil. Head-to-head, Vandegrift leads the series over Georgetown 4-1 all time. But the caveat, that goes all the way back to 2015, the last time these two teams faced off in volleyball. October the 6th, 2015, Vandegrift won 3-2 over Georgetown. These teams have not played in 9 years, and so that'll be an interesting rematch. These kids are familiar with each other. Some of the teammates on Georgetown play with club ball with some of the Vandegrift Vipers, and so it'll be an interesting battle back and forth, but two good teams will go at it today here in just a few minutes. Vandegrift Superintendent Leander ISD, Dr. Bruce Gehring. The principal over at Vandegrift is Charlie Little. Drew Sanders is the Vandegrift athletic coordinator, and the athletic trainers Linda Bowman and Chris Shivers. Vandegrift will come in. Head coach Melissa Southall. Assistant coaches Emily Hanna, Paul Pearson, and Christina Salas as they come in going through their warm-ups. Your Georgetown Eagles are led by head coach Jenny Richardson, her assistant Shelby Good, Ashlyn LeCan, Jason Allgood, and Kate Strahan. Superintendent Dr. Devin Padaville. The principal is Mr. Brian Johnson. Athletic director Jason Dean. Athletic coordinator here at Georgetown High School for girls sports is Mrs. Rhonda Farney. And the trainers, two of the best in the business. Chad Hennessy out on the football field for the first responder practice day today. And then Vanessa Rideau down here live in living color here in the gymnasium at Georgetown High School. The teams going through their final warm-ups. Vandegrift with their minute to serve here. And then they'll go at it head-to-head, best of 3 match for these two teams. And the winner advancing, the loser will be done for the day. Georgetown in the white uniforms, Eagles in capital block print lettering across the front in blue above the blue numerals on the back. Georgetown in capital block print lettering above the blue numerals. Long sleeve uniforms, blue sleeves towards the end. The libero Reagan Ramirez in the white jersey, or in the red jersey with white numerals. And she has on the long sleeve red jersey as well with the blue spandex for Georgetown. Vandegrift comes in their all black unis, black tights, black long sleeve jerseys. Vandegrift capital block print lettering across the front in white above the white numbers, and white numbers on the back with the V logo on the back of those jerseys. The libero for the Vandegrift Vipers, number 9, Jesse Huang, will be in a silver jersey with black numbers and lettering for Vandegrift as they finish it up. Let's take a quick timeout. You're sitting there watching all of this for the stream starting soon while I talk to you. I'll get it together Tuesday at Round Rock. That's my promise. We'll get it all figured out. Let's take a quick timeout. We come back. We'll be ready to go here in set number 1 of this big matchup in the semifinals of the gold bracket here at the Georgetown Leander Classic Tournament. Right back here on the SHN Sports Network. back here live. Georgetown High School getting ready to go in set number 1. The Vandegrift Vipers on the floor in the front row, 14, 8, and 5. Number 5, Christy Bishop. Number 8, Ava Carrasquillo. And number 14 is Audrey Hedlund. On the back row was number 4, Brooke Maddox. She checks out for the libero Huang. And then number 6, Sophia Ellis. And on the far side, looks like number 7, Jenna Heyman. For your Georgetown Eagles, Sophia Giuseppe will come off the back row for the libero Reagan Ramirez. And she'll be joined in the back row by Addie Guido and Allison O'Shaughnessy. On the front row, Amelia Albright, Molly O'Shaughnessy, and Mackenzie Bernard. Georgetown will have the serve for the first set. To start things off, Allison O'Shaughnessy will send it into play, and here we go. And a scramble for point 1. Good job by Vandegrift to keep it alive. They'll go again. The swing is off the block. And out of bounds, so a point to Vandegrift. Number 5, Christy Bishop with the kill. And Vandegrift opens the scoring early, 1-0. Serve from Bishop. Molly to Allison. Near side, or to Guido on a back row attack, dug by Huang. Here come the Vipers. A kill right out of the middle by number 14, Audrey Hedlund. Point to Vandegrift, 2-0 to start it off. A good attack there. Sophomore middle blocker for the Vipers, Hedlund. On the kill, 2-0. Bishop scurs again, and that will be the first service error of the set for the Vipers. Side out to Georgetown, 1-2. Georgetown trails by 1 as Molly O'Shaughnessy back to serve for the Eagles. Free ball sent over by Bishop. Molly up to Alley, back set to Albright. The roll shot off the block, dug up. It'll set to the middle, and a punch over by the Vipers. Eagles will set it back up, near side to Guido. The big swing off the block, dug up there, tipped over, but played back by the Eagles. And now a scramble sent over by the Vipers, dug by Ramirez. Alley will set Mackenzie Bernard, and off the block, she'll get the kill. Good swing there by the middle blocker, Mackenzie Bernard. And a kill for Georgetown, evens it up at 2 apiece. Molly on the near side to serve again. For Georgetown, sends it across. Quick set in the middle, and there's the block. Amelia Albright, give him a look. What a block there by the sophomore on sophomore crime as Hedlund tries to send one down, and Amelia Albright, the sophomore for Georgetown, responds in kind with a big block. Point to Georgetown, a 3-2 lead for the Eagles. Molly O'Shaughnessy again from the near side, sends it deep. Ellis, far side set, the attack down the far side, and it is long. So the hitting error on the Vipers, point to Georgetown, 4-2. Jenna Heyman, the junior outside hitter, just sent it too long past the inline. Georgetown by 2 now, 4-2. Molly to serve again. And that one will sail long for the servicer. First for Georgetown here in set number 1. And a side out to Vandegrift. 3-4. Vandegrift trails by 1. The libero Huang back to serve. So send it across. Ramirez up to Allison. Back set to Mackenzie Bernard. The kill! Mackenzie Bernard. Hammer it down from the far side. Side out back to Georgetown. 5-3. Georgetown by 2. Ramirez will rotate off the libero. Then Bernard back to serve. Sophia Giuseppe back on the front row for your Lady Eagles with Guido and Albright. From the near side, Bernard serve across the way. Played up, set over by Carrasquillo. The attack dug up by Bernard, near side. Guido, the big swing, and that's off a touch. Oh, my. And that one's long and out, so the mistake there. Side out back to the Vipers. 4-5. Ellis and Carrasquillo come off. Back to serve for the Vipers. Goes number 2, Estella Hamoya. From the near side, flat-footed serve, sends it across. Molly up to Allison. She'll set it up for Albright. The cross-court attack is wide and out. Hitting error there, ties it up at 5 apiece now. And Hamoya back to serve again for the Vipers. Molly up to Allie, near side Guido, the big swing off the block, dug up by the Vipers, set to the far side. The swing off the block, dug by the Eagles. Molly O'Shaughnessy back over, and the Vipers reset, middle kill, and that one is wide. So a hitting mistake of her own for number 4, Brooke Maddox, sends it wide on the far side. Side out back to Georgetown, 6-5, Georgetown by 1. And back to serve goes Amelia Albright, the sophomore, from the far side. Vipers will set to the middle. The attack off the block, dug there by Albright. Set near side to Guido. She's going to have to tip it, but it goes off the antenna. Set was just a little bit too wide to get a good swing on. And so that'll give it right back to the Vipers and tie things up at 6 apiece. Substitution here, number 16, Brindley Gage. She'll check in here to serve for the Vipers, middle of the back row. Flat-footed serve across the way. Ramirez up to Albright. Back set Guido. The big swing and the kill. Addie Guido hammer it down. Side out back to Georgetown. 7-6. Eagles by 1. And Guido will drop back to serve here for Georgetown now. Set number 1 to this semifinal match of the gold bracket here on day 3. The winner of this goes on to the final to play the winner of Livonia and Salado. Guido's serve across the way. Played up, set back to the near side. The attack, timing off there for the lefty, number 10, Avery Gimperly. And so on that passing error, the Georgetown Eagles get the point. An 8-6 lead here. Guido back to serve again from the far side. Huang plays it up, set to the far side. Tip over there. Albright reads it. Second touch by Allison O'Shaughnessy. And a battle at the net. Good play there by Molly O'Shaughnessy. Kind of tips it into the block and down for the kill. And a point to Georgetown, their biggest lead of the set, 9-6. Guido to serve again from the far side. Set to the middle, into the block of Georgetown, and down for the kill. Brooke Maddox with the kill there. Side out back to Vandegrift, 7-9. They trail by 2. Back onto the front row comes Hedlund. Back to serve goes number 1, Danny Miranda. Defensive specialist, the senior for the Vipers. Miranda will move to the far side to serve. With the Vipers down 7-9 here in set number 1. Molly to Allison, back to Molly near side, off the block, dug up by the Vipers. Set near side, the lefty, number 10, sends it across, but read by Albright. Set to the near side, Molly's attack block. She'll get another attempt, throw it down the near sideline and get the point. What a play there. What a dig by Ramirez off the block at the net. Got it right back up, and Molly sent it deep down the near sideline. Side out to Georgetown, 10-7. Ramirez will go back to serve. Giuseppe will come off. Bernard will rotate back to the front row as Ramirez, the libero, back to serve. Huang back on defensively for the Vipers. From the far side, Ramirez's serve. Set to the far side, the attack by number 5, Christy Bishop. Finds the floor on the Georgetown side for the kill. Side out to the Vipers, 8-10. Back into serve goes Sophia Ellis, the senior defensive specialist for the Vipers. Eight to 10, Vipers trail by 2. Guido up to Albright, set to the outside. Molly O'Shaughnessy off the block, out of bounds. Kill for the Eagles, 11-8, side out back to Georgetown. And Allison O'Shaughnessy will go to serve for the Lady Eagles, leading by 3. Allie serve, it is deep and it is out. Second service there of the set for the Lady Eagles. Gives a side out back to Vandegrift. 9-11. Back to serve goes Christy Bishop for the Vipers from the far side. Serve across the way, and it is wide on the far sideline. Trying to spot place it there. The second service there of the set for Vandegrift. 2 apiece for both teams. Side out to Georgetown, 12-9. Now Molly goes back to serve for Georgetown. From the near side, Molly will set up here after getting the sign from Coach Jenny Richardson. Floats it in there. The set from Carrasquillo out to the outside, into the block. The kill there by Jenna Heyman. For the side out, 10-12. Huang will drop back as number 14. Audrey Headland rotates off of the front row. Brooke Maddox back on. And Huang, the libero, will serve it across. Molly up to Allison. Back set to McKenzie. Her cross-court kill is there. Perfect placement just behind the 10-foot line on the near sideline on that cross-court kill from Mackenzie Bernard. Point to Georgetown on the side out, 13-10. And the back row, front row rotation comes through. Joseph back on. Ramirez, the libero, off. Mackenzie Bernard back to serve for Georgetown. Leading by 3, 13-10. Serve across from Bernard, played up. Carrasquillo will dump the second tip over, and it's read nicely by Allison. Guido gets the set, her attack, and a kill. Addie Guido. Nice kill there for the Eagles, and their largest lead of set 1. Now at 4 at 14-10, and that'll draw a timeout from head coach Melissa Southall. Set number 1 underway of the semifinal matchup of the gold bracket. Georgetown leads at 14-10. Quick timeout. Lady Eagle Volleyball continues in just a minute. Out of the timeout by Vandegrift. Mackenzie Bernard to serve again for Georgetown. Sends it far corner. Carrasquillo will set it for a back row attack from Bishop. Blocked at the net. Vipers keep it alive. The battle there. Dumped back over. They're going to whistle a net violation here on Georgetown. Well, that'll get the point over to Vandegrift. 11-14. And back on to serve comes Hamoya, the senior setter. Flat-footed serve sent across. Ramirez up to Alley. Guido with a tip over, played up by Hamoya. Huang has the second touch near side. The lefty swings and takes it back in the chops. Number 10, Avery Gimperly with a big swing, and Sophia Joseph with a huge block. Sends it right back off the chest of Gimperly down for the block. Side out to Georgetown. The lead back to 4, 15-11. What a play there by Joseph, the 5'11 senior middle blocker for Georgetown. Albright will drop back to serve for the Lady Eagles from the far side. Ball played up. Hamoya keeps it alive. A tip over. The Lady Eagles can't get a good touch on it. And so the side out right back over to Vandegrift, 12-15. Back to serve goes Jenna Heyman, the junior outside hitter for the Vipers. Near side jump serve. Floated deep, Ramirez up to Albright. Back set Guido, the big swing and the kill. Addie Guido. Notch another one, and the side out back to Georgetown, 16-12. Georgetown leads it. Guido will rotate back to serve now for the Lady Eagles. Guido gets the signal from Coach Richardson. Serves from the far side. All the way cross court. Hamoya sets up the attack for number 4, Brooke Maddox. She gets the kill off the Georgetown block. 13-16 on the side out. Vipers trail by 3. And back to serve goes number 1, Danny Miranda. She'll serve from the far side. Her serve is deep and out, so Miranda with the service error. Third of the set for the Vipers. Gives the ball right back over to the Georgetown Lady Eagles, 17-13. Joseph comes off on the back row. Mackenzie Bernard back on the front row. Reagan Ramirez, the libero, to serve from the far side for Georgetown. Serve across. Hamoya sets it up. The attack might have been long and out, but Albright got a hand on it there. So the side out back over to Vandegrift. Back and forth they go. 14-17. Vandegrift trails by 3. And in to serve comes number 6, Sophia Ellis, for the Vipers. Ellis, the lefty, puts it in. Guido up to Albright. Back set to Allison O'Shaughnessy. The tip over. Huang with a nice read. Back set, back row attack. The tip at the net. Played. Bernard sends it right back over. The Vipers reset. Far side. Bishop punches it over. And right between a diving Guido and Reagan Ramirez. And the ball finds the floor. Point to Vipers. 15-17. They trail by 2 and a timeout from head coach Jenny Richardson. We'll take it with them. Lady Eagle volleyball continues in just a moment. One timeout apiece left here in the set for both coaches. The Vipers serve again, trailing by 2, 15-17. The lefty serve sent over. Molly to Allison. Guido with the back row flat-footed attack. Dug up. The attack in the middle. And a net violation whistle there on Mackenzie Bernard. So the point to the Vipers, and they've cut it back to a 1-point deficit now. 16-17 as Sophia Ellis continues to serve for the Vipers. The lefty sends it across. Guido up to Albright, near side to Molly. Her attack into the block and down for the kill. Side out back to Georgetown, 18-16. And Allison O'Shaughnessy back to serve for Georgetown from the far side. Allie's jump serve underway. Long has the second touch, back row. Bishop sends it across. Ramirez with the dig, up to Allie, near side. Molly swing. It's whistled out. So that'll give a side out back to Vandegrift. 17-18. Vandegrift trails by 1. Christy Bishop, number 5, back to serve again for the Vipers from the far side. Jump serve across. Molly up to Allie. Back row attack by Guido into the block and down. That'll even it up at 18 apiece. Nice block there at the net. Jenna Heyman and number, I believe it was 14, Headland there with her. To block the back row attack from Guido. Bishop to serve again, all squared up at 18. Sends it across and another service error for the Vipers. 4th of the set for Vandegrift. And the side out back to Georgetown, 19-18. Molly O'Shaughnessy now back to serve. Molly from the near side. Floats it deep. Bishop up to Carrasquillo. The set, the cross court, or the slide attack there by Headland is down for the kill. Side out back to Vandegrift. 19-19. Back to serve goes the libero, Jesse Huang, for the Vipers from the far side. Floats it across. Second touch by Ramirez, near side to Guido. Her attack off the block finds the ground. A kill for Addie Guido. Side out back to Georgetown. Mackenzie Bernard drops back to serve as Reagan Ramirez comes off. Gisette back on in the front row for the Lady Eagles. Serve across from Bernard. Set to the far side, into the Georgetown block, but out of play. Side out back to the Vipers, 20-20 the score now. Carrasquillo will go back to serve this time for Vandegrift. From the near side, Carrasquillo puts it into play. Across the way, Molly up to Allie. Back set to Albright. Her attack and a kill from the sophomore, Amelia Albright. A big kill there. Side out back to Georgetown. And a 21-20 score as Georgetown will go back to serve. Albright rotates back for the service. Far side jump serve across the way. Bishop up to Carrasquillo, far side. Off the block and finds the floor. Number 7, Jenna Heyman with the kill. And it's tied back up, 21-21. As Heyman back to serve for the Vipers. Serves it across, Reagan Ramirez. Up to Albright, back set Guido. The tip over the double block. She read it. The timing was a little off, but a good read by Guido. Tips it over that double block of the Vipers, and it finds the floor for the point. Side out back to Georgetown, 22-21. Eagles lead by 1 as Guido back to serve now for the Lady Eagles. And Guido serves it into the net. Third service error of the set for the Lady Eagles. Side out back to the Vipers, 22-22 is your score. Back to serve goes Brooke Maddox. Flat-footed serve across. Albright keeps it alive, but a double whistle there. And that'll draw a timeout from Coach Jenny Richardson, her second. And we'll take it with them, 23-22. Vipers lead it. Lady Eagle volleyball continues in just a moment. Out of the second timeout called by Coach Richardson. Vipers have the serve and a 1-point lead here in set number 1, 23-22. Brooke Maddox back to serve on the far side for the Vipers. Flat-footed serve into the net. A big service error there by Maddox, the 5th of the set for the Lady Vipers. And a 23-23 score. Georgetown gets the side out. Reagan Ramirez back to serve for Georgetown. Ramirez from the far side floats it deep. Scramble for the ball here from the Vipers. Bishop sends it across. Blocked. Battle for it. Vipers are going to have to send it across and do. Molly to Albright. Back row attack. Guido off the net. Vipers dig it up. Set to the far side. Bishop's attack. Blocked at the net. Huang digs it. Backside attack. Cross. Guido picks it up. Albright set near side. Molly O'Shaughnessy down the near line. Dug by Carrasquillo. Huang far side to Bishop. Bishop's attack off the block. Guido keeps it alive. Albright quick set to Bernard. She'll punch it over. Huang gets a hand on it. And the Vipers scramble. Bishop with a roll shot. It's long. A hitting error there on Christy Bishop. A big one. It's set point for Georgetown. And a quick timeout from head coach Southall for the Vipers. 24-23, Georgetown by 1. Quick timeout. Lady Eagle volleyball returns in just a second. Out of the timeout, set point for the Lady Eagles. Ramirez drops it in. The Vipers set to the net. Hedlund tips it over. Albright keeps it alive. Ramirez sets near side. Molly, the swing off the block and a win. Molly O'Shaughnessy with a kill and the win. Georgetown 25, Vandegrift 23. The Eagles take set number 1. Timeout here. We'll be back set number 2. The Eagles try to take a 2-set sweep and advance to the championship. Lady Eagle volleyball brought to you by First Responder Broadcasting here on the SHN Network continues in just a moment. I had to catch my breath. Sorry about that. I let the music lapse. I was so excited. What a game there in set number 1. Georgetown takes it 25-23. We go to set number 2. The Vandegrift Vipers serving from the right side. Bishop will start to serve for the Vipers. Same lineup for the Lady Eagles. We'll set it here in just a second. Bishop serves. Molly tied at the net to Allison, and it's dunked back over by number 7, Jenna Heyman. So Vandegrift has the first point of the set. Oh, got to reset the timeouts as well. Sorry about that. I'll tell you what, I was excited up in here. 1-0, Vandegrift leads. Bishop will serve from the near side. Here in set 2. Ramirez gets the serve receive. Allison to the back row to Guido. Her attack. Bishop with a nice dig. Vipers will set near side. And the attack is long and out. So the hitting error there evens it up at 1 apiece on the side out. Molly O'Shaughnessy will open up the serving of set number 2 for your Lady Eagles. On the front row, Mackenzie Bernard, Albright, and Guido. In the back row is Allison, Molly, and the libero, Reagan Ramirez. From the far side, Molly puts it into play. Vipers will set backside to Hedlund. Off the block, dug up by Allison. Ramirez a second touch, and Bernard sends it over. Vipers reset near side. The attack from number 7, Heyman, is off the block and out of bounds for the kill. Side out to the Vipers. 2-1. Vandegrift leads it here in set number 2. Huang, the libero, to serve from the middle of the back row. Up to Allison, far side Guido. The big attack and a kill! Get it, Addie! What a big hammer there by Addie Guido for the kill. Side out back to Georgetown, 2-2. And Bernard will go back to serve. The libero, Ramirez, comes off. Sophia Joseph onto the front row to join Guido and Albright. Mackenzie Bernard will move to the far side of the back row. 2-2 here in set number 2. Bernard serve across the way. Bishop, Carrasquillo to the near side. Heyman will roll it into the net for the unforced error. And a 3-2 score now. Georgetown with their second lead of the set. Nope, it'll be their first. They went down 1-0, then tied it up. 3-2. Bernard serves from the far side. Another good serve. Bishop. Heyman has the second ball. Bishop will send a free ball over. Guido has it to Joseph, far side. Albright swing off the block, dug up there nicely by Ellis. And Heyman sends it. Bernard keeps it alive. Joseph with a tip over and a good read there. The ball would have been out. McKenzie has a fellow teammate to thank there. A good save by Joseph to dunk that one down on the near sideline. And a 4-2 lead for Georgetown. Here in set 2, Georgetown took set 1, 25-23. A good battle here in this semifinal matchup. Looking to go to the championship to take on the winner, Salado and Lavernia. Carrasquillo sets near side. Heyman. Ball redirected off the block and down for the kill. Side out back to Vandegrift, 3-4. The Vipers will serve here, trailing by 1. Onto the front row comes number 12, even though I was told she wouldn't be playing today. It's Fogel. The serve put into play by Carrasquillo. Reagan sips it up. And a big kill by Addie Guido. Huang had the dig, but it played it out long over the net and out of bounds on the far side. So a side out back to Georgetown. 5-3 as Albright will rotate back to serve for the Lady Eagles. Albright, the jump serve across the way. Dig by Bishop. Carrasquillo near side. Heyman. Her attack off a diving Ramirez for the kill. 5-4. Georgetown by 1. Side out back to the Lady Vipers. And back to serve goes Jenna Heyman, the junior outside hitter. Heyman from the far side gets the sign from Coach Southall. Floats it away. Molly over to Albright. Backs at Guido. The tip over the double block. Finds the floor. A good job by Guido there. The advantage of that height. And the jump. The double block on the way back down. And Guido with the tip over it. Finds the floor. 6-4 lead for Georgetown on the side out. Guido back to serve from the near side. Bishop has the first touch. Carrasquillo back to Bishop, left side. The attack dug by Guido. It hits a banner, stays alive. Miscommunication there between Albright and Allison O'Shaughnessy. So the unforced error gives the side out back to the Lady Vipers. Back to serve goes Maddox. Serve across the way. Ramirez tied at the net. Albright keeps it alive. Ramirez sends the free ball over. And the Vipers reset. Far side, the swing from Fogel. And here to the near side on the cut shot. is good for the kill, and it ties it up at 6 apiece. Vogel is senior outside hitter. The serve here from Maddox. Sails long, first service here for the Vipers. Gives it right back to Georgetown, a 7-6 lead on the side out. Joseph comes off, Bernard back on the front row. The libero Ramirez to serve for Georgetown. Send it across deep in the middle. Heyman up to Carrasquillo, set to the far side. Fogel off the block. Albright digs it, Ramirez saves it. Molly sends it deep. Heyman has a touch on it. Here comes Carrasquillo to the near side to Bishop. Her attack into the block, and the Eagles can't get that one back out of the net. And a kill there for Bishop, and it ties it up 7-7 on the side out. Back to serve goes number 6, Sophia Ellis, sends it across. Guido up to Albright, backside to Allison, rolls it over. The Vipers reset, back row attack off the block. Guido keeps it alive. Albright, far side, Molly O'Shaughnessy into the block and down. Nice block there by the setter, Carrasquillo. And an 8-7 lead for the Vipers now. Sophia Ellis, the senior DS, back to serve again. The lefty sends it across. Molly O'Shaughnessy, Ramirez will have the second ball to send it forward, and Allison drops a free ball over. Carrasquillo will set for the slide attack there by Hedlund, and she'll get the kill. 9-7. Vandegrift leads it by 2. As Ellis will drop back to serve again for Vandegrift. The lefty sends it across. Guido up to Albright, back row. Attack from Guido is long. So the hitting error there, point to Vandegrift, 10-7 now. Vandegrift with their largest lead of the set, 10-7 now. The lefty Ellis sends it across. Molly, Guido, back to Molly, far side. Her attack off of Ellis, out of play. Good kill there for Molly. And a side out back to Georgetown, 8-10. Georgetown trails by 2 as Allie O'Shaughnessy back to serve. Allie on the near side gets the sign and the serve. Huang will play it up to Carrasquillo. Back row attack, the tip. Nice read by Allison. Molly headed back to set up. Didn't realize the ball was coming her way. Ball finds the floor. Side out back to Vandegrift, 11-8. They lead by 3. And Christy Bishop goes back to serve for the Vipers. Bishop serve into the net. A big service error there gives a free point back to Georgetown. Second service error of the set for Vandegrift, 7th of the match. And back to serve goes Molly O'Shaughnessy. 9-11, Georgetown trails by 2. Molly from the far side, the jump serve across the way. And a great serve there. Ellis lays out, but the ball just drops out of the air for the ace. 10-11, Georgetown trails by 1. Molly back on the far side with the sign from Coach Richardson. The jump serve back into action. Bishop up to Carrasquillo, near side. Heyman blocked at the net. She tries to keep it alive. Huang has a second touch, but it goes awry. And Georgetown has tied it back up, 11-11. Nice swing there for the Lady Eagles. Or nice block there on Heyman. Now Molly will serve again with an 11-11 tie. Molly's serve, Bishop up to Carrasquillo. Set to the net, Hedlund tips it over. Allison was there, Albright, far side, Guido, the big swing, off the block. Another kill for the Georgetown Eagles. And a 12-11 lead. Georgetown gets the lead back, and that'll draw a timeout from head coach Melissa Southall. We'll take it with them here in set number 2 of the semifinal matchup. 12-11, Georgetown leads the Vipers. We'll be right back with more Lady Eagle Volleyball. back out of the timeout by Vandegrift coach Southall. 12-11. Molly sends it across. Georgetown leads by 1. Vandegrift set near side. Heyman dug by Molly. Allison will set back row to Molly. She'll roll it across. Dug by Ellis. Carrasquillo to the back row attack from Bishop. Flat-footed attack. Albright will set far side. Guido tips it down the far sideline. Good save by Bishop. And the Vipers reset near side. Heyman tips it over. There's Alley ready to go. Albright far side. Guido the big swing. And a dig by Bishop. Nice dig there. And here comes Heyman's attack. Blocked at the net, but out of bounds. Nice block by Bernard. But it goes wide on the near side. So a side out to the Vipers. 12-12 your score. As Jesse Huang, the libero, will go back to serve again for Vandegrift. All square at 12 apiece here in set number 2. Serve across, Molly. Allison saves it. Bernard will send it across off the touch. Set near side. Heyman blocked. Huang right there. Set it again. Oh, what a play! Addie Guido. Carrasquillo tried to dump the second touch over, and Guido right there to hammer it down to the floor. And a side out back to Georgetown. 13-12. Ramirez off. Sophia Giuseppe, the front row. Bernard serves. Bishop up to Carrasquillo. Set to the near side. Heyman, her swing across court. And both players over on that side, Guido and Bernard, both kind of peel opposite directions and then look at each other as the ball hits in for the kill. 13-13, side out back to Vandegrift. Ramirez back in for Bernard on the back row. Back to serve goes Carrasquillo. The junior setter for the Vipers. Far side gets the sign from Coach Southall. Guido up to Alley, back to Addie, and the tip over the double block, and it is down. Up official said it hit the floor. And another read there. The double block goes up. Guido waits for him and then dumps it over him. 14-13, side out to Georgetown. And back goes Albright to serve for Georgetown. Set number 1, 25-23. Georgetown won it. Set 2, just as tight, 14-13. Albright from the near side sends it into the net. First service error of the set for Georgetown, 4th of the match. And that ties it right back up on the side out. Heyman back to serve for the Vipers, far side, floats it across. Ramirez up to Albright. Back set, Guido. That's a big hammer job right there. Wow, what a job. Hey, read the tip, read the hammer. You're going to get one or the other, and what a mix-up there by Guido. She goes back to the big swing and drops it down. 15-14, Guido back to serve for Georgetown on the side out. Guido puts it into play, crossway. Tight set. And now a free ball sent over on the tip. Alley to Giuseppe in the middle. Her tip blocked. The Eagles will reset. Guido from the back row. Her big swing off the block, dug up by Heyman. Carrasquillo near side. Bishop a cross court shot dug by Ramirez. Far side, Molly O'Shaughnessy off the block. Bishop with a dig. Carrasquillo back set. The attack there, dug by Albright. Second touch sent over by Molly. The Vipers ready. Send it over. Bishop with a tip. There's Albright to read it. Allison O'Shaughnessy, the second tip, dunk. And Maddox tried to just bring it right back over the net and dunked it into the net. Point to Georgetown. So back and forth that one went, and then ends on an unforced error by Maddox. And a 16-14 lead for Georgetown. Guido continues her serve for the Eagles here on the near side. Serve across the way. Heyman to Carrasquillo. Set near side. Bishop. Her attack off the block of Allison O'Shaughnessy out of bounds. Side out back to the Vipers. 15-16. They trail by 1. Brooke Maddox will drop back to serve for the Lady Vipers as Huang comes off the floor. The libero. Maddox flat-footed serve across the way. Molly to Albright. Back to Molly. The far side attack down the line. Dug by Carrasquillo. Heyman sends it near side. Bishop has to tip it over. And it runs the net. No touch there. And so it's a violation on the Vipers. Side out back to Georgetown. 17-16. Reagan Ramirez, the libero, will go back to serve. Bernard back onto the front row. Giuseppe comes off on the back row for Georgetown. Ramirez from the near side, deep serve, and that one sails long. So another service error. Evens it up at 2 apiece in the set, 5 in the match. For Georgetown, side out back to the Vipers, 16-17. They trail by 1. As Sophia Ellis comes in for Vogel. Ellis, the lefty, serves from the far side, and she returns the favor with a side out. Gift of a service error there, the 8th of the match for the Vipers, 3rd of set number 2. And back to serve goes Alley. 18-16, Georgetown by 2. Alley across the way. Carrasquillo on a slide step to Hedlund, dug up, or blocked, and now dug up. Bishop sends it, blocked! Mackenzie Bernard! Albright right there on the double block. And that's a quick timeout from head coach Melissa Southall, trailing by 3, 19-16. Quick timeout, Lady Eagle Volleyball continues in a moment. Out of the timeout. Vandegrift with no timeouts remaining here in the second set. They trail by 3. Alley sends it across. Huang has the touch up to Carrasquillo. Back row attack thrown over by Hedlund, or by Heyman. Molly O'Shaughnessy, the tip over. Vipers will dig this one up. A free ball sent over. Coach Richardson not happy when that happens, when 3 players back away from it. The ball hits an open floor. Side out. Back to the Vipers. Christy Bishop will drive back to serve. 17-19, Vandegrift trails by 2. Bishop from the near side. Sends it across. Ramirez up to Alley. Set far side Molly. Her swing off the hands of Ellis and back out of play. Good kill there by Molly O'Shaughnessy. Point to Georgetown on the side out. 20-17. Georgetown leads by 3. Molly O'Shaughnessy will drop back to serve from the far side for Georgetown. Molly serve across the way. Ellis up to Carrasquillo. Near side to Heyman off the block. Molly tries to get a touch on it as it went long. And it goes out of play. Kill to the Vipers. Side out. 18-20. They trail by 2. Jesse Huang, the libero, back to serve for the Vipers. Serve across the way. Reagan Ramirez up to Allison. Set to Mackenzie Bernard. Her attack dug up off the block. And a free ball sent over by Bishop. Molly has the touch there. Reagan Ramirez sends it across to Guido. Far side, her attack. Huang digs that one up. Carrasquillo near side. Heyman, her attack. And it's a good kill there by Heyman. 19-20. Vandegrift trails by 1, and that'll draw a timeout from head coach Jenny Richardson. We'll take it with them. 20-19. Georgetown leads set number 2. Lady Eagle Volleyball continues in a moment. By Vandegrift, they'll send it across. Alley to Albright, far side Guido, her attack, dug up, it's an overpass, Bernard sends it deep. A scramble by the Vipers, a free ball will be sent over by Huang. Guido, Alley O'Shaughnessy to Albright, blocked at the net. Heyman with a big block. And it'll tie it up at 20 apiece. A battle for sure between these two teams. 20-20, Huang sends it across. Ramirez, Alley, far side Guido. The hammer dropped and off the hands of Bishop. Out of play, another kill for Guido and a side out back to Georgetown. 21-20, Georgetown by 1. Here in set 2, Georgetown can win it. They advance to the finals of the gold bracket. Bernard serves. Bishop, Carrasquillo, set near side Heyman. Blocked at the net! Oh, baby! Albright, the sophomore, blocks it down. A big block for Georgetown, 22-20. 3 points away from advancing to the gold bracket championship. Bernard served from the far side, floats it nice and deep. Ellis, Carrasquillo, free ball sent by Huang. Eagles have a free shot here. Allison O'Shaughnessy to Joseph, floats it across. Here come the Vipers. Molly reads that one. Alley, far side. Guido, the big swing. Dug by Bishop, overpass. Eagles have it. Allison O'Shett set backside. Albright, the cut shot. Dug by Carrasquillo. Huang, second touch. Heyman with the attack across court. Dug by Ramirez, but a net violation whistled here on the Lady Eagles. So an unforced error there. Gives the side out back to the Vipers. That's the stuff Coach Richardson and I were talking about, is cutting the little mistakes like that are will kill you in a season here. 21-22. Vipers trail by 1. Carrasquillo to serve far side. Molly up to Allison. Back set to Albright. Her attack blocked at the net by Heyman. 22-22 and a second timeout from head coach Jenny Richardson. Her last of the set. We'll take it with them. Lady Eagle volleyball continues in a moment. Out of the timeout. Both teams out of timeouts. 22-22. Carrasquillo sends it across. Guido up to Ali O'Shaughnessy. Back to Guido, far side. And a net violation whistled on the Eagles. On Guido. Point to Vandegrift. 23-22. They lead by 1. Carrasquillo, far side, serves it across. Albright, Allison O'Shaughnessy back to Albright. Her attack blocked back down on the Eagles side of the floor. 24-22, Vandegrift by 2. Substitution here for the Lady Eagles. Sadie McCauley will sub in for Albright. So Carrasquillo will serve for second set. The Vipers can win it. They'll go to set number 3. 24-22, Vandegrift leads. Carrasquillo from the far side, the jump serve across. Ramirez, Ali O'Shaughnessy, back row attack. Molly, the tip over, read by Heyman. Carrasquillo, the one-handed tip. The Eagles get another shot. Ramirez, far side. Guido, the big swing, dug up by Bishop. Carrasquillo, Fogel sends a free ball across. Molly to Ali. Far side to Addy. The big swing off the block. Kill Georgetown. 23-24 on the side out. Georgetown trails by 1. Amelia Albright right back in. She'll go back to serve for Georgetown. Trailing by 1, 23-24 from the near side. The jump serve across. Heyman. Huang has a second touch. It's up near the net. Heyman, the tip over, blocked at the net. The Vipers reset. Heyman will send it across. It's off a touch and out of play by Albright. And so Vandegrift will win set number 2, 25-24 over the Lady Eagles. We're tied at 1 set apiece. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, it'll be set number 3 to see who goes to the Gold Bracket Championship. Lady Eagle Volleyball continues on a moment here on the SHN Sports Network. That was pretty good timing there. We come back live. And we go to set number 3. Allison O'Shaughnessy will serve for the Lady Eagles. Carrasquillo sets it up. The slide blocked. Should be 4 touches there, but it's not. Bernard makes the mistake and sets it too far to the net and over. And the Vipers dunk it back down, side out to Vandegrift. Reset those timeouts. 1-0. Vandegrift leads here in set number 3. This one goes to 25, no cap as well. Christy Bishop back to serve first for the Vipers. That goes off Molly O'Shaughnessy out of play, 2-0. Vandegrift leads it. Bishop to serve from the near side. Vandegrift 2-0 lead here early. And a miscommunication there between Molly O'Shaughnessy and Reagan Ramirez. An ace for Bishop. 3-0 for the Vipers. Back row for Guido. Her attack blocked at the net. Vipers will reset. Heyman left side, tip over. Allison O'Shaughnessy, Ramirez, far side to Molly. Her attack into the block and out for the side out. Point to Georgetown, 1-3. Georgetown trails by 2 now. 1 set apiece, 25-23. They both went. Vandegrift took set 2. Georgetown 25-23 took set 1. Back to serve goes Molly O'Shaughnessy. Bishop will play it up to Carrasquillo. Free ball by Bishop, sent across. Molly up to Allison. Over to Mackenzie Bernard. The kill for Mackenzie Bernard. A good swing there. Brought it to the near side. Found pay dirt. 3-2. Georgetown trails by 1. Lavernia and Salado will play next. In the other semifinal match here, the gold bracket winners side of the gold bracket. Molly from the far side to serve across. Ellis up to Carrasquillo. Dumps the second over. Ramirez ready. Alley far side to Guido. Guido's attack blocked at the net. Alley has it. Ramirez near side to McCauley. Her cut shot. Dug up there by Ellis. Near side. The attack off the block. Allison has that one. Reagan Ramirez far side to Guido. Guido the attack and the kill. Nice pass from Ramirez. Guido the cut shot across court. And it's a 3-3 score here in set number 3. Lavernia and Salado will play next. The winner of this match will play the winner of that one for the gold bracket championship at noon. Molly O'Shaughnessy far side jump serve, sends it into play, off the net. And a good save and tip over. The Eagles will reset. Bernard blocked at the net. And off the touch of McCauley out of play. Good block of the net there by the Vipers. Side out back to Vandegrift, 4-3. Vandegrift takes the 1-point lead. Back to serve goes the libero Huang. Long middle of the back row, floats it across. Ramirez up to Alley, far side Guido, the big swing, blocked at the net. Dug up by Ramirez, back to Guido again, blocked, out of bounds, kill for Eddie Guido. 4-4 on the side out. Mackenzie Bernard will go serve for the Eagles. Ramirez comes off, and on the front row comes Sophia Joseph. Molly, Alley, and Bernard in the back row. Guido, Joseph, and McCauley on the front row for Georgetown. Set near side, Heyman. Dug by Bernard, but unable to get a good touch on it was Guido. Side out back to the Vipers, 5-4. Vandegrift by 1. Fogel back on in the front row. Carrasquillo, the setter, back to serve for Vandegrift. Serve across, Reagan Ramirez up to Alley. Back set to McCauley, blocked at the net by Heyman. 6-4. Vandegrift by 2. Carrasquillo to serve from the far side. Serve across, Molly up to Alley. Set far side, Guido off the block, out of bounds. Side out back to Georgetown, 5-6. They trail by 1. Albright back on. for McCauley. Albright back to serve from the near side for the Eagles. Serve across. Heyman up to Carrasquillo. Back to Heyman. Her attack. And a kill there on the near side. 7-5 for Vandegrift. Heyman, the junior outside hitter. Back to serve now for the Vipers with a 2-point lead. Serve across. Ramirez to Albright. Backside to Guido. And a kill there by Addie Guido. Side out back to Georgetown. 6-7. Georgetown trails by 1. Guido now rotates back to serve for the Lady Eagles. Moves to the near side. Serves it across. Wong up to Carrasquillo. Back set. The tip from Fogel. And she finds pay dirt with that one. And here comes Jaden Meisner to sub in. 8-6. Vandegrift leads it by 2 here in the third set. Winner advances to the championship match at 12 o'clock. Maddox back to serve. Flat-footed serve into the net. First service error of the set for the Vipers. 9th overall in the match. 7-8. Georgetown trails by 1. Back to serve goes the libero, Reagan Ramirez from the near side. Serve sent across. Bishop, Heyman, back to Bishop, near side. Her attack is long and out. Just out. And that'll tie it up at 8 apiece. Ramirez to serve again here from the near side. Gets the sign. The jump serve across the way. Heyman up to Carrasquillo. Back set to Fogel. Her attack off the net. And down for the kill. Side out back to the Vipers, 9-8. Substitution here. Ellis back in for Fogel. Ellis on the far side. The lefty puts it across. Guido. Allison O'Shaughnessy. Reagan Ramirez will send the free ball over. Carrasquillo. Wong has the second touch. Back to Carrasquillo. She'll send it across. Albright digs it. Allison O'Shaughnessy will dump the second touch over. The battle at the net, dug up by O'Shaughnessy. Bernard sends it deep. The ball tight at the net. Battle for it, and it's won there by Carrasquillo. 10-8, Vandegrift leads it, and that'll draw a timeout from head coach Jenny Richardson. 10-8, Vandegrift leads it here in set number 3. Lady Eagle Volleyball continues in just a moment. Out of the timeout. Vandegrift serves with a 2-point lead. Guido up to Albright. Far side, Molly O'Shaughnessy off the block, dug up. Wong near side to Bishop. Her attack off the block, dug there by Albright. Back row to Guido. Sends it over. The Vipers reset. Now Heyman pushes it over. Eagles reset. Far side, Molly O'Shaughnessy off the block, and a kill for O'Shaughnessy. And a big side out there, 9-10. Georgetown trails by 1. McCauley in for Albright on the front row. Back to serve goes Alley. Alley from the near side sends it across. Carrasquillo, back row attack by Heyman. And that one's on the line for the kill. Side out back to the Vipers, 11-9. Lead by 2. Christy Bishop goes back to serve again for Vandegrift. 11-9 here in set number 3. Bishop from the near side gets the sign. The serve across, Molly up to Alley. Back row attack by Guido into the block. Ramirez digs it. Alley far side to McCauley. McCauley into the block by Carrasquillo. And a point to Vandegrift, 12-9. They lead by 3. Bishop to continue serving for the Vipers. Bishop sends it across. Ramirez to Alley. Back row attack by Guido. Rolls it deep. Bishop digs it up. Carrasquillo to Heyman. The tip over. Read by Allison. Backside to Molly. Her attack into the block. Ramirez keeps it alive. Alley far side. Molly again. The little tip over. Heyman keeps it alive. Carrasquillo sends it over. Guido ready. Allison quick set to Bernard. The kill off the block by Hedlund. So a good point there for the Lady Eagles on the side out. 10-12. Georgetown trails by 2, but a kill there for Bernard. Sends Molly O'Shaughnessy back to serve for the Eagles. Molly from the far side, the jump serve underway. Ellis, Carrasquillo. Heyman from a deep shot, rolls it nice and out. A little too much on that one. Instead of sending the free ball over. Hit it deep and out past the end line. 11-12, Georgetown trails by 1. Molly to serve again for the Lady Eagles. Far side sends it nice and deep, and it is out. First service error of the set for Georgetown. 6th of the match for the Lady Eagles. 13-11, Huang serves. Sends it across. Molly up to Alley. Far side, Guido. The set and the kill for Guido into the block of Maddox and Carrasquillo. Side out back to Georgetown, 12-13. Meisner comes out. Joseph back onto the front row with McCauley and Guido. The mysterious water spot. Can't find it. They got to dry it up. Ramirez off. Bernard back to serve for Georgetown, trailing by 1, 12-13. McKenzie from the far side. Sends it across. Bishop up to Carrasquillo. Near side. Heyman. And the kill in front of Molly for the side out. 14-12. Vandegrift by 2. Carrasquillo back to serve. Ellis out. Fogle back in on the front row for the Vipers. Carrasquillo deep. Sends it deep. Ramirez to Alley. Back row attack by Molly. Rolls it deep, but off the hands of Carrasquillo. May have been out. Carrasquillo played it, and it went out of play. Side out back to Georgetown. 13-14. Georgetown trails by 1. Albright back in for McCauley. Back to serve for the Lady Eagles. She'll come near side and get the sign from Coach Jenny Richardson. Albright served into the net. For service error number 2 of the set. Side out back to the Vipers. Heyman back to serve. For the Vipers, sends it across. Off the hands of Molly O'Shaughnessy to the back wall for the A's. 16-13, Vipers by 3. Set number 3. Georgetown took set 1, 25-23. Vandegrift responded in set 2, 25-23. Ramirez, Albright, back set Guido. The big hammer off the chest of Huang for the kill. Side out back to Georgetown, 14-16. Georgetown trails by 2 as Guido rotates back to serve for your Lady Eagles. Gold bracket semifinal matchup. Georgetown, Vandegrift, a good one. Guido across the way. Heyman. Carrasquillo behind the 10-foot line, sets it. Fogle tips it over. Ramirez read it. Albright set far side. Molly tips it off the block and back down on the Georgetown side. Fogle gets the block. Point to the Vipers. 17-14. They'll rotate, and Maddox will go back to serve. Hedlund back onto the front row. Huang comes off the libero. Maddox serves it across. Ramirez up to Albright. Back row attack from Guido. She'll tip it up. It's blocked at the net. Played up by the Lady Eagles. Joseph off the block with the kill. Good set there by Albright. Side out back to Georgetown, 15-17. Bernard back on in the front row. Joseph comes off as libero. Reagan Ramirez back to serve for Georgetown. Trailing by 2 here in set number 3. It's all the way to 25 on this one. No Kemp. These two teams are battling it out. Ramirez from the near side. The serve across the way. Drops out of the air. Good save by Heyman. Set to the near side. Bishop tips it over. Red there. Allison back set to Addie. Her attack off the block. Finds the floor. A good kill there. And a 16-17 score now. Georgetown trails by 1. Ramirez continues her serve. Georgetown 16. Vandegrift 17 here in set 3. Ramirez sends it across. Nice and deep. Heyman up to Carrasquillo. Back to Heyman. Back row attack. Dug by Guido. Albright will set far side to Molly. Into the block and out of bounds. It goes, and we're tied up. Kill for Molly O'Shaughnessy. 17-17 your score. And a timeout from head coach Melissa Southall of Vandegrift. Quick timeout. Lady Eagle Volleyball continues in just a moment. Out of the timeout. Ramirez sends it across. Carrasquillo has to keep it safe. Fogle, it's behind her head. Trying to get it over the net. And another error, unforced error by the Vipers. Georgetown takes their first lead in a while, 18-17. Ramirez continues to serve here for the Eagles. Near side jump serve across, dies out. Heyman, Carrasquillo chases it down. Fogle sends it across. Albright up tight to the net. Allison far side. Molly. The kill! Molly O'Shaughnessy. The big hammer drop there. Nice set to her and a big kill for Molly and a 2-point lead for Georgetown. And what a swing there by Molly O'Shaughnessy. The Eagles have their first lead in a while and they pad onto it. 19-17. Reagan Ramirez continues to serve. Near side jump serve across the net. Bishop, Carrasquillo, Fogle. Ramirez digs it. Albright saves it. Bernard tips it. The Vipers have it. Reset. Far side Vogel. Her attack finds pay dirt. For the side out. 18-19. Vandegrift trails by 1. Fogle checks out. Sophia Ellis back in for the Vipers. She'll drop back to serve. Trailing by 1. 18-19. Georgetown leads it. The lefty sends it across. Guido up to Albright. Dumps it over quickly, but Huang with a save. It sounded like an inadvertent whistle, so they'll have a redo here. 18-19. Vandegrift trails by 1. Sophia Ellis will drop back again to serve for the Vipers. The lefty from the far side sends it across. Molly overpass at the net. And there's Carrasquillo to clean it up. Vandegrift will make you pay for any and all errors. So a 19-19 score now. All square. One timeout apiece for both teams here in set number 3. Sophia Ellis, the lefty, serves it across. Guido up to Albright to Mackenzie Bernard off the block. And Bishop with the kill. Thought it was a forward touch there. They're going to give one of them as a block. So now Vandegrift takes the lead back 20-19. Ellis, the lefty, serves again. Sends it deep. Guido, Albright, far side to Molly. Molly's shot off of Heyman. Huang runs it down. The free ball by Bishop had to be sent across. Ramirez is there. Albright set to Bernard. Her attack. Huang with the dig. Heyman up close. Bishop punches it over, and too much. It is just out as Bishop trying to set it back towards the back. Does it long. And the side out back to Georgetown, 20-20. Albright out. McCauley back onto the front row, and Allison O'Shaughnessy back to serve. Alley from the near side. Ellis to Carrasquillo. Free ball sent over by Headland. Ramirez, Allison, Mackenzie Bernard, big kill. Oh, baby. Huang didn't have time to defend herself there and took it upside her chest and head. A kill for Georgetown and a timeout from Coach Southall. We'll take it with them. 21-20. Georgetown leads it here in set number 3. Lady Eagle volleyball continues in a moment. Out of the timeout. Vandegrift out of timeouts. Georgetown leads by 1. Alley's serve across. Wong. Carrasquillo near side to Bishop. Blocked at the net. Heyman digs it up. But it's going to be a violation here. He's going to say 4 touches. No block there. It came off the tape. Yep, official calls it. 22-20. Georgetown by 2. Alley serves from the near side across the way. Ellis up to Carrasquillo. Set at the net. Headland, the big hammer. Drops that one. Nice timing, set and kill for Headland. 21-22. Vandegrift trails by 1 as Bishop back to serve for the Vipers on the side out. Bishop from the near side gets the sign. Ramirez up to Alley. Back row attack for Guido. Off the block and out of bounds. Kill for Guido. Point for Georgetown. Side out. 23-21. Georgetown leads it by 2. Molly O'Shaughnessy back to serve for the Eagles. The winner of this set advances to the Gold Bracket Championship to face the winner of Lavernia and Salado. Molly from the far side. The jump serve floats across. Ellis up to Carrasquillo. Near side to Heyman. Her kill is a good one there for the junior. 22-23. Vandegrift trails by 1. Headland out. Back to serve goes the libero Huang. Before she can serve, it'll be a timeout for Coach Richardson, her second of the set. We'll take it with them. 22-23. Georgetown by 1 here in set number 3. Lady Eagle volleyball continues in just a moment. Guido the attack, dug by Huang. Alley will set back to Guido. The attack off the block and down. Kill for Addie Guido. 24-22. Set and match point for your Lady Eagles. Mackenzie Bernard will serve for the set and the match. Leading by 2, 24-22. Bernard from the far side sends it across. Ellis overpass. Sophia Joseph tries to send it back down, but blocked at the net by Carrasquillo. And a side out back to the Vipers. 23-24. Fogel on, Ellis off as they rotate back and Carrasquillo to serve for the Vipers. 23-24. The Vipers trail by 1. Carrasquillo from the far side sends it across. Ramirez. Alley, far side, Guido. The kill! Oh, baby! Addie Guido hammers it down for the game winner, and Georgetown wins it 25-23 in set number 3 to advance to the Gold Bracket Championship. What a match between these two teams. Georgetown wins set 1, 25-23. Vandegrift responds with a 25-23 win of set 2, and Georgetown wins set 3, 25-23. Georgetown moves on to the Gold Championship against the winner of this next match, Salado and Lavernia. here at the gym in Georgetown. We'll take a break. We'll be back for championship match about noon here on the SHN Sports Network. Thanks for joining in. We'll be back